Good day. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Minecraft Play. You, the astute-eared among you, may notice that the sound, my voice, doesn't line up with my lips. Now I realize that the box that you're seeing me in is pretty small, relatively speaking, but being the genius I am, I forgot to plug in my microphone. So I am now overdubbing this video, which is a bit of a shame because it's pretty long. So bear with me. I guess it's not going to be terribly different than if I were commentating live. I'm sure I was extremely funny. All right, so here I'm going to have a little snooze so that I can start my project in the daytime. That project being, as I think I described already in the video, which you can't hear, so I should probably not bother saying things like that, is to build an outdoor barbecue area. I had originally conceived it as a barbecue pit, but I don't know that that really is where I want to be with that anymore. So it will turn into more of a picnic area. So I corrected myself numerous times about pit versus picnic area and barbecue area. So I'll get set up here with some materials for construction and just choosing some things out here that I think I might want to use. I haven't thought this through in any real detail. And as you'll see, I basically plan it out and build it on the fly. Just grabbing some materials here, stairs to be various forms of probably roofing, and I do end up using some stairs as seating. And now it's time to build something. What am I going to build? Probably some campfires to use to grill things. Yes, indeedy. I remember for at least a couple of minutes here thinking I'm going to try to move more smoothly so that the camera doesn't jerk around and make people feel sick. And then probably I forgot about that about 3 minutes in. So first up is a little bit of an examination of the amphitheater that I built. I added a few things on after I had finished recording the video in which I built it. Basically just lighting. There where I was just pointing is the map display area. I hung some lanterns underneath to prevent monsters spawning and hung them around the display area as well as on the bleachers or seats. So now, where oh where to build this thing? Talking about my amazing, totally not my design, automated sugarcane farm. Collected 64, which is pretty nice. There's a calico cat going by. Villagers spawn cats for some reason, and the cats come and go a lot. You'll see cats of different fur patterning all the time. So where to put down this, where to start setting up this barbecue area? I think I do want it to be a beach. A beach area for the picnic and barbecue pit, not a pit, barbecue area, picnic shelter. All right, so I think over here is going to be the place to do it. Ah, yes, near the turtles. Little turtle sanctuary that I always forget about. They do seem to hang out there, though. So how to place these such that they come out like a bench. That was my thinking on them, was that get them to be a little like a bench and then put the campfires on top, and that'll be a nice barbecue area. So there's the technique of laying one down and then building against it to get an upside down stair. And now how to get them going the other direction. I try and fail several times. Not like that. That's not going to do it. Not going to do it. There we go. There we go. So now we have a nice little bench for the campfires to sit on. Let's plop those down and see what it looks like. And that's the build. Thanks so much for watching. I believe that's the same stupid joke I made there originally. Of course, I wanted to do a little more than just set up a pure barbecue area. I believe my phone was buzzing, or my wrist was buzzing, which means my phone was buzzing. Same thing. Alrighty, thinking about how this looks and what else I might want to do with this. If only I could hear my Sterling commentary, then I would know exactly what I was thinking. So I'm going to need some additional materials in order to make things like tables and or chairs. Well, not so much the chairs, tables and or posts for tables. Why did I grab that one slab and leave? That does not seem to make any sense. So back I go. I am so smart. Let's grab the rest of those slabs and some polished diorite, just because we might want it. Aha! Here I am realizing that I do not have a stone cutter in this building anymore. I moved it over to where my librarian pens are. So off I go. There's a nice little gray cat. The cats are not friendly in this game. They just run. I guess they are feral cats, barn cats. Ah, yes, I was contemplating whether I should use brick for some of this, and trying to figure out if I can, in fact, make different things out of brick, which is possibly the first time I realized you could make brick stairs, brick walls, brick, etc. So I've now decided to change out the supports for the barbecue area from from stone brick stairs to bricks, to regular brick stairs, or what do you call it? Clay bricks, I guess. Also need some. I'm thinking about using walls as the pedestals to support basically a picnic table sort of affair. Run, Rudolph, run. Here we are. Time to remove all of those hideous stone bricks and replace them with something. That didn't work. Let's try that again. Will it work? I already know the answer. The answer is no. So here's my brilliant idea. Dig down a bit and then place it from there, which did not work. Aha! There we go. Got it to go. I'm sure the rest of this will be super easy and smooth from here on. Why wouldn't it be? Already dusk. What the heck? Why is it dusk already? I think I need to go back and forth in order to get this to work properly. So I'm gonna dig me some holes. There we go. Brilliant. Brilliant, I tells ya. And there, at long last, we have a beautiful arrangement for supporting campfires. This is 100% the final design. No further modifications will be permitted or attempted. Quick sleep so that we don't have to contend with creepers and such while we're trying to build. Oh, a zomblor and a spider. Well, let's get rid of the zombie. Goodbye. Check over here for creepers because there's no light in the poplar forest there, poplar grove. Oh, I was thinking here, I was talking about how if those propagules were to drop on their own, which I don't think they do, it would be quite interesting because then a mangrove could basically spread on its own and fill up any available area potentially with mangrove trees. And now, do I like the look of this? Do I or do I not? That is the question. What would be the possible alternatives? I just don't know at this point. It's so confusing. Oh, what about that? What if we made it sort of a T shape? Yeah, I think we do like the look of that. What did I say about no further modifications? Just kidding. Too bad I hadn't thought of that right off the bat because it's been a hell of a lot easier to build. Okay, finishing off this rearrangement of the supports. And yes, indeed, that is aesthetically pleasing. And now the villagers can stand there with their giant clown shoes underneath and cuddle right up to the fires when they're grilling their food. Okay, that's exciting. Now what? Now let's think about probably a table. Where shall we do that? We probably don't want to be sitting amongst the falling cinders from, or flying cinders from the campfires. That seems unpleasant. So let's think about how far away we probably want to be. And also I'm going to look at my phone for a second because, you know, why wouldn't I? Or was that when my house phone rang with some kind of nonsense from my provincial health minister inviting us to attend consultations on the next budget cycle, which seems on the face of it like it might be a good idea, except that my current provincial government is possibly the dumbest bunch of doughheads I've ever seen in my life, and as a result, I don't think I'm going to participate at that level. There's an election in 5 months, I think it is. So we'll wait and see how this goes. All right, let's put down some seating for the villagers to participate in. What looks better? Feel like that's a little too far back, these ones here. So maybe we'll just carry on with the seating that's right snuggled up to the table. Yeah, that's the ticket. And just along two of the sides, because even though we could go all around all four, it feels more like a picnic table that way. So there we go. Now, do we set up another table right away? Do we ponder the look of it for a while? I think we ponder the look of it for a while. Do we like it? Do we not like it? Alrighty, let's lay out another table. Just a little bit offset from the first one. Oh no, I'm out of slabs. Almost certainly have some over in the villager center here. In the librarian slave pits. Except that's not very nice to treat librarians that way, so maybe we'll think of them more as librarian, encouraging librarians or facilitating librarians having a focused work experience. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to sell that as opposed to slave pits. Ah, yes. Killing some golems for fun and profit. The thing about these golems is that they spawn all the time. You've got so many villagers in an area, and in this villager housing unit that I built, I normally have 2, sometimes 3 golems running around, and they are pretty deadly. If they hit you about 3 times, you're done for, or at least 3 times with the level of armor that I currently have. Looking for another one here. No such luck. But by hunting them, you do get a fair bit of armor. So, or not armor, iron. So I'm going to take my slabs and head back. It's the water barrier that keeps the villagers from and the golems from wandering out of that housing unit. Put some more seats down here for okay, that's the ticket. Now we've got a nice grilling area along with some tables, seats. Perfect. Are we done now? No, we are not. Time to start thinking about roofing over this shelter. How tall would we want this to be for 2 block high entities such as the player and the villagers? That seems like a good height. Alrighty, now what kind of a roof to put on this thing? Probably a sort of a peaked roof is going to look a little more attractive. Question is how to lay it out though. And look at me, I'm out of cobblestone wall already. Gonna need a fair bit more, but how much? So thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. I was thinking something, so I'm gonna head back to the bat cave over here, where my stone cutter is and cobblestone supplies are, and craft me some more cobblestone walls. Nice stack of 32. Hopefully that's enough. Put away some of these things that I'm not going to use anymore. What else? What else? What else? I don't know what I'm talking about here, or what I'm even thinking for that matter. Pondering how to make the roof, I think. What I'm going to make that roof out of. Put away some of the undead things. Keep the iron probably. For now, what am I looking for? Ah, yes. Oh, okay, yeah, I think I've decided that I wish to make a stone cutter to keep nearby. I'll need one for well, I want to keep it nearby for the current picnic shelter build. Oh, and it's raining and it's nighttime, so I think we'll go sleep away the night and sleep away the rain. Ah, very refreshed. Very refreshing. Nice nap, nice night's sleep. Okay, we'll put the stone cutter up here where it's well, where I had it before, basically before I relocated it, moved it and relocated it over to the librarian slave pens. I mean librarian enhanced work pods, enhanced focus work pods, facilitating their career growth. Really is what is happening there with the librarians and their little pods. They love it. They can focus on their research and just develop all the good spell books that anyone could ever want. All right, time to start putting the roof on this bad boy. Instead of scaffolding, we'll use the old age-old honored technique of time-honored technique of building with dirt, or rather getting yourself up to the build area with dirt blocks. Hang on. That's not the direction I want that to face. Or is it? Maybe it is. Nope. It really isn't. It really truly is not the direction I want that to face. Let's try that again. Still not the right direction. What am I doing? Maybe I can jump and place the block. Yes, that worked. That's the direction I want that stair to face. But now what? Now, how shall I proceed? Build out a little construction platform here. There we go. Nope, that's not right. Don't do that. Very nice. That's exactly what we were dreaming of. The smoke, the smoke. Coming to the realization that I'm going to have to do the same jump and build technique on each of those spots. Gonna have the same problem here with the jumping. Yes, yes. Already said that, I believe. Yeah, struggling a little bit with mouse cursors and my wife coming in to talk to me, oblivious to what I'm doing. And me asking her if she wants to be in the video and her saying that no, she does not. And essentially that she has no interest in this kind of nonsense. Actually, what she has no interest in is anything to do with video games. So there you go. Now I'm just checking to see that things are lined up with the cookery zone, and gonna close in the, except not quite like that. Now I'm pondering whether or not I should be using slabs or similar on top there to close it in, and also to prevent monsters from spawning on top. And not to close it in, but basically to prevent monsters from spawning on top. I'm not sure whether monsters spawn on top of upside down stairs or not. I suspect they would, because they're just the same as a regular block height. So I'm going to take a quick look here. Not sure what I'm contemplating here at the moment. Close in this side in the same way. Now it's time to build out the rest of the roof, which I will do fairly slowly here. and then it'll eventually occur to me that I can do it moderately faster. Not way faster, but moderately faster. When will it occur to me? We shall see. Right about now, I think. There we go. Ever so much quicker. But then on the next row, that technique doesn't really work. So back to the slowness. And time to close it all in. And do I have enough stairs to do this? And the answer is yes. Precisely as many stairs as I needed, which is what you get when you are a professional builder. Like, you don't even have to think about this stuff anymore. It just works out right because you're a consummate professional. There's really no other outcome possible. When you have as much experience in this kind of thing as I do, you know, like, I don't know, you just know. You just know. And isn't that a lovely looking roof? Now, it strikes me here, I think, that I didn't fill in the underside in the same way, meaning the upside down stairs in the middle there. But then I also realized that, you know what? It actually makes the enclosure feel a little less closed in. So that's fairly attractive and it works well. Just going to leave it like that. And then soon we turn to the issue of covering over the rest of the shelter. And I don't have anything to do that with. So what will I do? What will I do? I shall return to the Fortress of Solitude. Run, run, run. I think this is the moment where I address something that's been bothering me for a little while. Oh, no, it is not. Pardon me. I do not know the future because I'm totally not overdubbing this. So I shall need some slabs, quite a few actually. So that's 128 out of a stack of 64 stone. Is that enough? We shall see. What? It's twilight again? Inconceivable. Best get started on this roof even though the sun is setting. Fill in the support post there. And now a rest rather than contend with creepers in particular. So the nice thing about slabs that are sort of half height of a block is that monsters won't spawn on top of them. Okay, let's finish off the old support here. Whoops, whoops. Oh my gosh, my aim is terrible. I'm going to take those out and then wait a minute. Wait a minute, that actually looks pretty good. Plus it also perhaps makes a little more structural sense, arguably. Obviously structural things are not a concern in Minecraft, but still, to the engineering eye and just the human perception eye, it looks better. It looks better, like it might actually stand a chance of staying up. Oop, fell down there. The old turtle sanctuary. Get this roof built out here. Won't take too much longer. And now to use the old spiral technique. Patent pending. I'm the only one allowed to use this technique, so don't even think about it. Et voila! Just like that, we have a completed picnic shelter. Well, roofed over picnic shelter, let's put it that way. Need some additional lighting, most likely. I'm not sure how bright the campfire is. They may cast enough light to prevent monsters from spawning. Maybe. I think I'm gonna maybe see about, not maybe, I think I'm gonna see about adding some slabs to the top level here. Do I have enough? In fact, I have exactly enough. Look at that. Once again, the principle of the experienced builder just somehow just really has a solid feel for those things. So when you're as experienced and astonishing as I am, that's when it all comes together. And look at that. Makes it look more finished. It's a nice uniform thickness. That's how the look is, and the other benefit will be that monsters won't spawn up there. So beautiful. Now, time to look after some lighting, but not before I decide to mess around with some golems. Golem hunting is where the majority of my iron comes from these days. They spawn around the villagers. I think I mentioned that already. And he's not, oh yeah, he's not burning because he's walking constantly into some water. And I didn't want to use the sword because the villagers were stupidly standing in between myself and the golem. Oh look, some free bone meal. Yay, I'll use that to fertilize and grow some carrots. There we go. We do love the carrots, don't we, folks? We love the carrots. And this is, in fact, how the villagers get the population to sort of maximum levels is by, I mean, you could toss them food, but it's actually easier to allow them to grow and harvest their own food, which in this, I think the only one that they'll use for food is carrots. You can toss them bread as well, and they'll use that. but they can't grow bread. They can grow wheat, but they don't turn it into bread on their own. I'm about 100% sure. So the farmers, there you go. There's the least experienced of my farmer trio. I'm not. Oh, I was trying to think how I got a trio. I think one of them was briefly out of range, and then another villager turned into a farmer. So this journeyman farmer needs some trades to bring him up to master level, and he'll take melons and potatoes, but melons is going to be the best bang for the buck, and also give a bunch of emeralds, which is nice. And I think I am deciding to get some more, just even up my bone meal, or my bone piles for turning into bone meal, and then stash or generate some more bone meal, and then I don't know what I'm thinking about here, but I think I'm ready to move on to some other things, lanterns in particular. Let's grab those lanterns and head back and light up the picnic shelter. The reason I'm pausing the game briefly like that is that my mouse, for some reason, every once in a while, it kind of leaves the game window, and then I have to pause it and click the button to resume to get the mouse back into the game window. It's not, other than being mildly annoying, it's not actually a problem. So what are the light levels here? Looks like it's actually only at 6, and I'm pretty sure monsters will spawn at light level 7 and below. So I'm just checking what the light level is in between these two lanterns, and in fact it is if I could see it, it's 8. It's 8, and I believe I had calculated, or not calculated, but I had set those lanterns at such a distance so that the light wouldn't fall below 8, and so that'll be my goal here. Placing some lanterns. Let's have a look. How are we doing light level wise? 8 blocks, so that's good. That's light enough. It's light enough, and closer to the campfire should be fine. So just primarily for aesthetics, but just to make sure that the light level is going to be good in the vicinity, we'll put one over top of the table here. I'll crouch down and plant it, and then I have to crawl out, which I did. Go do one around the other table. Didn't really change the light level there, which was interesting, but anyway, it's adequate. Slap one down here as well. Or up, slap one up. And that's it. That is the picnic shelter. How about that? It really doesn't get more exciting than this. I think that lantern there gets a little bit superfluous, I think is the word I'm looking for. Is that right? Superfluous? Yes. That's a word. Me talk good. And now to wait for nightfall and see how this looks in the dark. It's gonna look good. Real good. I wonder how the light levels are on the old amphitheater. I believe this is when I choose to check that. Maybe not. There's my monster spawner way off in the distance there. Works really well. Defying physical structural realities. No, this is not when I check light levels in the amphitheater. But it is when I study the look of the picnic shelter, and I believe I am finding it to be pleasing. Get lots of light over here where the bees are from the campfires. Underneath the carpets, and the smoke goes through and sedates the bees so they don't come out and try and kill me when I'm harvesting the honey. There's the amphitheater, which I didn't actually ever take a look at night either. So, oh, skeleton time. Jack Skellington, goodbye. Might have just knocked him into the water, actually, I'm not sure. Well, let's have a look. I think we'll take a look at the light levels on the amphitheater just to see where they're at. Yeah, not bad at all. Good enough that no monster should spawn there. However, over there, and over by the trees there, my little grove of birch trees, there's nothing stopping monsters from spawning, so gonna have to do something about that before too long here. I think I'll swim out to sea and take a look at the picnic shelter from a bit of a distance. Because why not? Okay. This isn't the... Looks all right. This is not the best angle for it, though, so maybe I'll swim over and try and look at it from a little bit of an angle. Like so. Yes, very pleasing indeed. Now, somebody's shooting at me. Who the heck is that? Who the heck is that, and where are they? There's one Jack Skellington. Allow me to retreat to Star Labs. And is this the time I choose to rectify that problem? It is not. Why am I coming back over here, you say? Oh, I'm going to get some things to barbecue. That's what I'm doing. Gonna set up the Brazilian barbecue on in my new picnic structure at night. For some reason, I decided I want to do this at night. Just to make it hard on myself. As we will see momentarily. Put some iron away. Put away a little bit of undead bits, and then get ready for the barbecue. Mutton, beef, pork, and chicken. This is going to be one for the ages. Except, however, that it's nighttime and oh look, creepers. Well, we better go out to sea and not have them blow up my home base area, because that's a pain. Kaboom! Alrighty, well, at least he blowed up that other creeper. Skeletons and spiders, oh my. Oh, a trader just spawned in right in front of me. I've never had that happen before. So weird. Little junior zombie I hear over there somewhere. Those are the worst. I was trying to see if I could get up the trade interface with an invisible trader, and I could not. Here comes the little zombie. What a pain. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna die here. Okay, time to retreat. Time to retreat. run out to sea and recover some health without having accomplished my barbecue. I believe I was speculating that I would probably almost inevitably run into a trident throwing marine zombie, aqua zombie as it were. Meanwhile, where did everybody go? Where did everybody go? Somebody's shooting at me, but I don't know where from. Where the heck are they? Where the heck are they? I don't know. But I can hear zombies, so let's go see about taking care of that. A little swimming junior zombie. I think that's the same one that was up on land there. He's just aquafied now. Turned into one of the drowned. Still looking for whatever's shooting at me. Well, whatever. The skeleton which is shooting at me. Where is it? Where is it? It's got to be around here somewhere. There he is. Time for you to die. Time for you to die, Jack. All right, time to go get some air before I turn into one of them drowned myself. All right, what to do? What to do? Head back over to the village area. Was there a zombie that spawned in there? I think there was. I think I forgot to. The light levels must be low enough that can happen occasionally. Go check that out, I think. Some darker spots like right here. And the light level is in fact 7, so once in a while, a zombie could spawn. I'll have to take care of that, but not right this second. I think I need to go have my barbecue. That's what I need. Some barbecue. Oh, creeper. We'll just take air here in the old-fashioned way. Oh, he died. Okay, good stuff. Spider. The sun's coming up. It's going to end my plans for a nighttime barbecue. Guess it'll be a dawn barbecue. Get this stuff all roasting. Oh, except that I can't hardly see it. The smoke and everything. I want to see my food cooking. Wah. I'll stand on the table and watch my food cook. Most of it, except for the chicken, which I cannot see. All right, look at that. Look at it cook. Ah, the mutton is done. Now the beef, now the pork, and now the chicken. Come barbecue in Minecraft where the food is always perfectly done because it leaps off of the grill when it's cooked. Just flings itself off. Chicken. Delicious. Yet another cat, a brown one this time. Trader, yay! What does he have? Nothing. Cyan dye. I guess that's possibly of interest, but not really. Not really. Time to head back to the old home base. My second piece of barbecue. I'll eat the mutton. Nothing better than mutton. Nothing but mutton. Okay, here's where I address this thing that's been annoying me for a while and will allow me to run from place to place a little more smoothly. That'll fill in nicely with grass. Pretty short order. Let's put this food away. Put away the bits of undead. The ammo that I have no need of, I think we'll just throw that in the local lava disposal. One arrow at a time. Rearrange things a bit, put away my polished diorite, and more or less does it with the exception of the lanterns in terms of putting stuff away. Put one lantern in my tools box as a placeholder there. Grass is filling in already. Doesn't take too long. Unless you're trying to get it to grow out over a long span. Like a one wide span. In which case it takes some time to spread. But it will eventually. All right, that's a beaut. I think it's time to take a picture and call this episode a wrap. Find a nice angle to view it from. Not bad, not bad, but how do I want it to look? Maybe like that, maybe with some trees in the background. Maybe with the sea in the background, maybe with the chorus tree in the background. In fact, I think we're going to settle on chorus tree in the background. So there we go. Snapshot. That's pretty much going to do it for this episode. A beautiful, functional, aesthetically pleasing picnic shelter. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you got some enjoyment out of that. I do appreciate it. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.